I'm going to take a look at the stock market in today's video. We're getting some kind of a buying opportunity here. Might turn out to be an intermediate cycle decline. I went over the possibility with subscribers over the last several weeks that this might be the one FOMC meeting where the Fed allows the market to correct ahead of the meeting. The reason being is the futures are pricing in virtually a zero chance of a rate hike. So the Fed doesn't lead the market. The Fed follows the market. So they're not going to raise rates until the market prices it in. They're not going to want to cause any kind of a financial. They're not going to want to destabilize the financial markets by doing something unexpected. So the Fed never leads the market; they follow, and the market is pricing in zero chance of a rate hike. But with the market at all new highs and going parabolic, it would just give them cover to balk on a rate hike if the market was actually going down this time instead of up. I don't really expect a miracle save of the market ahead of this FOMC meeting. I think they are content to allow the market to correct. A couple things you need to be aware of. That this intermediate cycle, let me zoom in just a little bit. So here was the last intermediate cycle low back in August. This is an extremely right translated intermediate cycle. That is a sign of a strong market. Because we are, I believe this is 23, actually let me count the weeks. Yeah, we are 23 weeks into this. So we're running out of weeks. There just isn't a lot of time left for this to correct. You can see this last intermediate cycle only spanned 2 weeks. If this could get into next week, then we would probably have something very similar, a 2-week correction into an ICL. And then the next intermediate cycle is going to be even more aggressive than this one was. We're clearly into the parabolic phase of the bubble, so these the rallies are only going to get more aggressive, not less. Now, I don't know that this is a realistic target or not, but probably the deepest that the ICL would correct would be back down to this bull market channel trend line. Let me widen this out for you a little bit. So here's the bull market channel trend line. So the deepest that we could hope that this goes down to would be back down to retest this channel trend line breakout, and then the next intermediate cycle would begin, and we would expect that intermediate cycle to be even more aggressive than this one. Use this for what it is. This could be your last buying opportunity as the parabolic phase of the bull market begins. And I would not, bet the farm that the S&P is going to come all the way back down to test this this trend line. It very well may not make it that far. The McClellan oscillator was already oversold after yesterday's move, and it's going to be more oversold today if the market does manage to close down. So internally, the market is already getting oversold. So I would not bet heavily that we're going to make it all the way back to this channel trend line before the cycle bottoms, and then we start the next phase of the bubble, of the parabolic part of the bubble.